Hello, Capricorns, and welcome to your December 2025 reading. So, of course, this month we have the winter solstice, which is the longest night if you're in the northern hemisphere, of course, and the longest day if you're in the southern. But on this longest night, because I'm in the northern hemisphere, we know that after slowly light starts picking up. But we are also entering into winter. And so it's a time to go within, kind of make our choices of what we're bringing with us that will slowly ferment and prepare, grow within ourselves and bringing it out there. You're Capricorn, so you're going to have your full moon around the 20th of December. And not your full moon, your new moon, sorry, your new moon. So, time to put those intentions and those seeds. Where do I come from? What do I bring? What do I want to invest and grow long term? It's all about that. Before that, we'll have the full moon in Gemini, which, of course, this one is going to be in the axe Gemini Sagittarius, because as I'm talking right now, we are in Sagittarius season. And so it's the balance between analysis, Gemini, looking for facts, information, grabbing everything we can. And so understanding on a certain level things, clarity, inquisitive. And you have Sagittarius, which goes and rules the core beliefs. So facts and beliefs. And so here that full moon in Gemini is actually going to shed the light on the hidden things that we need to be aware of, that we need to understand, that we need to have more information about, so we can make a decision and maybe change our core belief. So this is kind of what happens before diving into the winter, before arriving into your season, Capricorn, where now I know what I want to plant and grow. So okay, let's look at what the tarot wants to tell you. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me give a reading to Capricorns for the month of December 2025. This is the last month of the year. December 2025. What should Capricorns be aware of? Okay. All right, so let's see. Ooh, I guess you want to come. Hey, Capricorn, there you are, showing up for your reading. And we have our little dilemma right there at the beginning. There you are. There's the Four of Pentacles, which is all about security, okay? Securing our investments, saving for a project or something like that. But like everything, there's this too much is then becomes negative. And also why we're doing it, the energy behind it. And who are you? Okay, we have the Chariot in reverse. So 3 cards to begin with. So let's continue with this guy. If this guy is saving up for a project, for an aspiration, for the realization of something, it's great. But if he's saving up, not moving, being careful, because somewhere he does not believe in the everlasting, uncalculating flow of abundance that can pass through him, then it's a different story. If this is based on fear or misunderstanding of a belief, because when it's like this, abundance passes through us. We don't have to justify it. We don't have to merit it. It's just a pure fact that the abundance passes through me, and I will anyway reinvest it, give it, flow it through what I want to bring to this world, through my aspiration. And this is very interesting because here, Capricorn, you rule the 10th house. Cancer rules the 4th house. Your symbol is the, how do you call that, a book, with a fishtail. And the fishtail, that means that you get your propulsion in water. You're much closer to water than you think, in the waters of the 4th house, of the Cancerian 4th house. So you have this double earth-water thing. And the Chariot here is, often people will associate it with Cancer, but it is on the axe between Cancer and Capricorn. Comes from Cancer, my origin, what I'm made from, where I come from, and where I'm heading, Capricorn. Entering Cancer, exiting Capricorn, or grounding who I am in Capricorn. So here is the shadow, here is the light, here is the water, here is the earth. So, and this not in a controlled way, because this guy does not have any reins, but it is following its aspiration because it mastered its shadow. That's why it's got moons. Look at the spinning wheel. And that is stability in movement. This is stability in stagnation. Stability in movement. My core is solid, and therefore I can move forward without fear of slipping. So, and the more you understand the concept that I will be anyway infinitely provided as long as I'm aligned with who I am. It's like, at the beginning I call upon the divine, I call upon the light. I call upon the divine within me and outside of me, as within as without. The light within me as outside of me. The Holy Spirit within me as outside of me. It cannot be just outside, because then it's like it's that never reaching outside I'm not part of. So it has to have its balance within yourself. And that's a bit what the Chariot is all about. Where I come from, who I am, my essence, and its mirror outside, or everything outside. So here we come in with probably the Gemini moon will show you what you actually believe when it comes to I am abundance. Okay? Am I always reaching for abundance, but, I just barely making it? My glass ceiling of abundance is this much. If not, I have to justify receiving something more because I'm going to give it to so-and-so and whatever, because I suffered back then it justifies me receiving something here or whatever it is. That is going to be probably illuminated for you, Capricorn. Let's see. Maybe you put a lot of pressure on you. That's a lot of expectations, a lot of pressure. To justify receiving, I have to be able to accomplish so many things in order to justify receiving. Look how much energy you're carrying. Having the High Priestess here, you will have this spiritual understanding of this dynamic. And of course, it's going to mean something different for all of you, but in such a clear way, because we have the High Priestess. You will embody the understanding. Okay? Let's continue. Okay. All right. At the end of the month, after going through all of this, there is going to be, I'm going to have to bring my energy in a completely different way. But the new way you're going to have to bring your energy to have a Six of Pentacles upright, let's say, complete abundance. That means I need to let go of my belief of my that brought my losses. I'm going to have to maybe not have a predisposition of having to protect myself from what the universe is bringing me. There's going to be something about that. Let's clarify this. Because the Seven of Wands, it's good when it's, yes, of course, this I am not accepting this. I'm putting boundaries and all of that. But if you are at a point where it's a constant, I have to protect myself, because if not, I'm going to get drained completely and lose everything. If that's my belief, house of belief, new moon in Sagittarius, that we've just had. We're in Sagittarius season. So this is subtle but huge difference between fighting like this or when it's like, of course it's within me. Of course the flow is within me. I don't have to be afraid. It's going to bring in two completely different scenarios. Two of Wands. So if we hang on to our sadnesses and our losses, then that's the vibration we hold on to. All right, let's clarify this. Whatever you're holding on to, it's preventing your movement forward on this. Okay. Let's clarify here that Chariot and Four of Pentacles in reverse with the Devil. So it prevents you from being able to take the decision. Maybe you have to make a decision, but you would feel like it's a battle and it would be something so heavy. This is super heavy. This is super draining energetically. And this can be also all the things that I should do this, should do that, all the expectations and pressure we put on ourselves. A bit, like the difference between, there's two different perceptions of, let's say, discipline, okay? The discipline of, going to the gym every day or meditating every day or whatever. If it's out of I should, then it's a pressure. Then it's slave driving, you can almost hear the whip before every session. And you have to push yourself. You have to use so much willpower to bring yourself there. But when it's out of love, I say that because there's the Ace of Cups. When it's out of love, then it's a treat for something that you're going to be happy about in 3 months, in 2 months, next year. That it's going to bring joy. Maybe you don't see it right now, but you're investing with joy in you. It is an act of love for you. That is completely different. So here, in order to make that decision, we need to use only that one willpower that will allow us to say, you know what, all of this, I'm turning the page on it. because it creates pressure and it creates should-haves, and I don't have access to that cup. I do not also have access to the realization of what were those beliefs that are making this reality. So I'm either a prisoner of it or I'm a master of it. There's your Saturn thing. Let's look at that 10 of Wands. And, you know, your ruler right now. And, okay. We have this one here in reverse. We have 7 of Wands, bottom of the deck. This is what this is made of. So much energy of trying to carry things to survive. Because we're not allowing ourselves to receive unconditionally. And when we do, I'm not talking just about money, support, value, time, energy, investment, unconditional investment. The weight on your shoulder is of one of protectiveness. And of course, this is, you know, maybe I say a word that triggers something in you, whatever, but this is really kind of, they're repeating here. How can I act differently? How can I act in a different way that would open up this new possibility where I'm not carrying all of this and on top being attacked by the world? On the 4th of December here, Gemini and Mercury right now is still in because I say that because Mercury rules Gemini, full moon in Gemini, Mercury in Scorpio. Mercury's there analyzing, you know, your deep waters, analyzing the sadness and all of that. Let new information, maybe new perspective. That's Gemini is good in this, a completely different perspective to illuminate the new way to bring your energy. Let's look at that. So that you can make that decision. So that you can release some of that energy. Show me here 2 of Wands, 5 of Cups. So you can be in your power. Here is the new way. Here's the new energy from a place where you know your worth and your value. Of course, the universe is going to invest in me and do its utmost to bring what I need, to accomplish myself. Magician. When the magician is upright, this is when things happen to me. Things happen to me, I have to protect myself because I still carry all of the sadness from the past things that happened. That's my truth. That's what I'm looking at. Things happen to me. I make things happen. Things happen to me. I make things happen. If things happen to me, I have to use my energy to protect me from the things that are happening to me. So we want to have access to that new energy. Maybe you're going to, because this is a lot of expensive energy. It's very, not expensive, but expensive. It costs a lot. At the end of the day, you're exhausted, emptied. You need that Ace of Cup so you can be in a 6 of Cup and not in a draining 5 of Cups. And there's a big lesson in that 5 of Cups. The black cloak, when we wear a black cloak, we are kind of invisible. It absorbs all the light. It absorbs all the information. Okay? It doesn't penetrate. So it's a protectiveness but at the same time, we know we're absorbing the light. He's focused on these three. That's where his focus is. That's where his truth is. On what has already been manifested and lost. Behind him, 2 cups. And the 2 cups are the mirror cups, as within as without. What I vibrate within will vibrate outside. But it's happening behind your back. That's what they're saying. As long as you're looking here, you don't stop manifesting. You keep on manifesting in your back. And you keep on manifesting things you do not have control over because they are happening to you. That new path, that new fire, that new way to bring your will, your energy, your spirit into this world is one that you will be in power. So there's going to be the realization maybe of where you're spending your energy, where that pressure is coming from. So that, not for all of you Capricorns, but that is kind of the theme. The moment you can turn the page on it, realize the beliefs it created, because here they're still, we're feeling the swords. There we're realizing what the swords are. So, to bring back your magician up. So, if you know it consciously, you can see it in your life, and then you can make the readjustments. And this is like a huge lesson. What should we call this? Flipping your magician, okay? Because this ultimately, that's your new path. But you have to know that it's there. There is a new path. That's going to be the title of your video. Because maybe right now, like this, maybe you think there isn't. But there is a new path. All right? So on this, my beautiful Capricorns, I am sending you all my love and light. Have a beautiful holiday. Open yourself up to receive the insight of this new path. All right? So whatever holiday you have, Christmas, solstice, Hanukkah, it's all happening around the same time anyway. And on this, all my love and light. Don't forget that a very good Christmas gift is the book on the wisdom of tarot, and or a tarot course or a tarot reading. It's all on the website. On this, namaste, all my love and light. And I'll see you next year.